Let's talk about something I used to feel every May. The summer will be different. I'm going to tone up, eat cleaner, finally feel good in shorts. But then you blink and it's July, and all that effort left you feeling more exhausted than energized. This year and previous years, I have taken a different route, and spoiler alert, it has nothing to do with cutting carbs or chasing that summer bod. Instead, I've shifted into goals that actually nourish my body and my spirit, and I've never felt more at peace in my summer skin. Today, I'm going to walk you through why I'm stepping off the summer body hamster wheel, what I'm focusing on instead, and 3 simple shifts that can help you to do the same. So let's dive in. Postpartum is hard. One second we feel like our bodies are miraculous, and the next we feel like we're a complete mess, out of touch with the strong, confident women we used to be. All while the fitness industry pressures us to bounce back as quickly as possible to a body that never looked like it was pregnant to begin with. That's why, whether we're 3 days postpartum or 3 years postpartum, we need the refreshing truth of gospel-focused fitness to give us energy for the physical challenges of motherhood, peace with our postpartum bodies, and kingdom-centered motivation to train for strength and stamina. So mama, whether you're sipping on cold coffee or folding 5-day-old laundry, I pray by listening every Monday, you become equipped, encouraged, and empowered for a strong motherhood, all for God's glory. This is the Strong After Birth podcast. Thanks for joining us. Here's what I know from coaching and from my own story. When summer approaches, the pressure to change your body ramps up. Even if you've been doing inner healing or body neutrality work, you see posts like flat abs by June or how to drop 10 pounds before swimsuit season and summer shred challenge. And even though we know better, maybe we start to wonder, this is the year. This is it. It's worth jumping on the wagon just a little. We've been conditioned to think that summer is a reward for those who have earned it during the spring and the winter, who have practiced discipline. They get to show off their bodies and to enjoy all the fruits of their labor. But what if summer is simply meant to be enjoyed, not earned? And being present with your body in summer doesn't have a required fit or size or shape. Maybe you've tried it all. You've set just a 5 pounds goal, or I've told myself I wasn't dieting, I was just tightening things up a little bit. I've committed to 30-day plans that were unsustainable for 10 days. And maybe you've done the same. Maybe you've tried to swap out meals for low-calorie smoothies, or you've tried tracking again, even though it burned you out last time. Maybe you've tried talking down to yourself in the mirror and you just called it better motivation. And where does it leave us? Feeling more distracted, more self-conscious, and more distant from what we really want, which is to be present, playful, and confident this summer. Let me tell you about the summer 2 years ago, just after I'd had my son. I had a belly I barely recognized and a drawer full of clothes that didn't fit. I kept thinking, if I just lose a little bit more, then I'll get a new swimsuit and I'll actually enjoy going to the beach or to the springs or to the pool with my friends or with my family. But one afternoon, I sat on the edge of the pool, fully dressed, and I watched my toddler splash in the water, and I missed it. I was more focused on my discomfort than his joy, and that was the moment I decided, never again. That fall, I started lifting for joy again. I healed my core. I fed my body with more grace and much more protein, and shifted the way I set my goals. So this year, I bought a swimsuit that lets me run after my toddler without adjusting the straps or pulling it down every 5 minutes. I can walk on the beach with friends and not think twice about what I look like, because I am not there to be admired. I am there to live my life, to laugh, to worship God for his beautiful creation, and enjoy the life that in the body that I have now. All this reminds me of Luke 10, when Jesus gently corrects Martha. She's rushing around to get it all right while her sister Mary is just sitting with Jesus. And I know that you've likely heard this story before, but how does Jesus respond to her? He says, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary." Jesus doesn't shame Martha. He invites her to come, to see him, to be close. And that's what I believe Jesus is doing for us too, especially in seasons like summer, where hustle and body anxiety can feel louder than ever. He is not saying, fix yourself up to be at the beach. He is saying, be with me. Enjoy what I've given you. There is nothing to prove here. Since I stopped chasing the summer bod and started choosing to pursue strength, here's what has changed. I move and am motivated to lift because it literally lifts my mood and clears my head. I love to turn on worship music and use that as a time to commune with Jesus, to be present with him and to worship him for the body that he's given me. I also eat to fuel. I'm not trying to control my body or think about how many calories is in every ounce that I'm eating. I'm eating to fuel for the next workout, for the next day, for the next challenge ahead in motherhood. I wear clothes that fit my life, not the ones that fit the body that I had before pregnancy. And I actually look forward to summer again. Especially getting the new swimsuit was a big game changer for me. If you want to know what that swimsuit was, by the way, check the link in the show notes. I learned that strength goals give me something to work towards instead of something to show off. And the best part is my confidence doesn't hinge on whether I hit a target weight or fit into my jeans. My confidence hinges on whether I am rooted in truth, in God's grace, and spiritual disciplines and physical rhythms that build me up. Now, if you're wondering how I did this, what are the practical steps? I want to give you 3 action steps you can take today that will help you to feel better about your body this summer. Here's how we can set different goals. First is to swap how do I look for how do I feel in my body today goals. This is very basic, but I think that the narrative has to shift in our mind before we can believe it in our brain and our body. We have to get to a place where we are focused on how am I feeling today in my body. To spend some time with this, I want to give you a journaling prompt. Ask yourself this: what would change about the way I move, nourish, or dress my body if I believed it was already good, already lovable, already mine to live fully in today? What would change? I want you to take some time, journal that question. I'm excited to hear what the Holy Spirit gives to you. Number 2 is to choose one life-giving rhythm. Maybe it is daily walks. Maybe it's 2 strength sessions a week, or maybe it's a consistent meal time. That is something that has been a pretty consistent theme with clients as we are going to the end of the school year and things just are getting crazy. We've been focusing on, can we get 3 consistent meals a day? I want you to be simple and be realistic with these life-giving rhythms, something that supports your energy and your confidence in your walk of life without the pressure of overhauling everything that we tend to put on ourselves. And number 3, buy the swimsuit. Do it today. This is your permission slip, not a someday size, not the bikini that you feel like you have to fit into, but you're not ready for yet. Get a swimsuit that feels like you, that lets you move, lets you breathe, and lets you focus on what is right in front of you. Please remember this. You are not a decoration. You are a participant in this beautiful God-given life. Please put on the swimsuit, get in the water, play with your friends, play with your family. If this conversation is stirring something in you, and if you are nodding along and thinking this is a shift I've been needing, I would love to invite you to book a free discovery call with me for True Strength Builder. Here's what this call is not. It is not salesy. It is not a pressure to commit, and is not about judging where you are at. What this call is a safe space to name your struggles, a place to explore your goals without shame, and a conversation with someone who gets the complexity of motherhood, faith, and fitness. We will talk about what's working, what's not, and whether coaching with me could be the next best step for your body and your soul. Click the link in the show notes to book your free call. It is 100% casual and just for you. Friend, you are never meant to be a before and after picture because God is not done with you yet. God will bring you to completion, and that completion has nothing to do with your summer body. You were made to be whole in Him, not perfect. You don't need to fix yourself before summer. You don't need to hide. You don't need a different body to live a full life. You need to remind yourself of truth. You need to be supported by God's grace, and you need strength that lasts, strength that builds confidence in the body that God has given you. Until next time, friends, stay strong. All the love, Coach Laura.